Hello everyone. In our previous video, we have seen what is transformation, what are the different types of transformations, what is active and passive transformation, connected and unconnected transformation. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, just go to my Informatica playlist and you can watch it from there. So also I'll recommend it. So watch all my videos in sequential order so that you can get a better idea of about Informatica Power Center. And also in this video we're gonna see start with the source qualifier transformation. So I'll recommend you before starting the Informatica Power Center transformations. So if you must have a strong knowledge of SQL. So for that I have also made some videos on Oracle SQL. You can watch from my channel. Subscribe my channel and you can watch all the videos on Oracle SQL. So you will not have any difficulties while these transformations. And so we want to start with source qualifier transformation. So what is source qualifier transformation? Source qualifier transformation is an active connected transformation used to represent the row that integration service reads it when it runs the session. You need to connect the source qualifier transformation to the relational or a flat file definition in a mapping. If you are not connected this to the target, in that case your mapping will not be valid. So to validate the mapping you must have connected your source qualifier to the next to the in pipeline like a target. Then the source qualifier transformation converts the source data type to the Informatica native data types. So what it will do is it will convert. If you are importing the source from a so let's say suppose from the Oracle. So in Oracle there is one data type varchar. So that varchar data type Informatica Power Center will not understand. So what Informatica Power Center source qualifier do is it will convert the varchar data type to the Informatica understandable data type. So it will help it to understand this source. So you should not alter the data type of the source qualifier port. In source qualifier transformation, we can use the following tasks like join, filter rows, sorting input, distinct rows, and custom SQL query. So we will see one by one while doing a map. We will do one mapping. So in that you will have a better idea about this. The source qualifier transformation consists of following properties like SQL query, user defined join, source filter, number of sorted ports, tracing level, select distinct, pre-SQL and post-SQL. Output it deterministic and output is repeatable. So for now don't focus on these two. We just see this in later in our course we will see what is these two properties. So in SQL query we will just see an example. This is our one-to-one load and this is our source qualified. In here we can see the properties like SQL query, user defined join, source filter, number of sorted port, tracing level, select distinct, pre-SQL, post-SQL, and these two properties. So all the properties which I have mentioned here. So what SQL query do is to specify a custom query which replaces the default query. You can see here I have connected this to a target. If I come here and drop it in SQL query, there is some default query. If I go password here and generate SQL, it will generate me a default query. So if I this is a default query run by an Informatica Power Center. So if I want to restrict some data here, like suppose I can give where employee ID, where employee ID is equal to suppose 101. So like that I can restrict the data, so it will pass only that record which has employee ID 101, and I can validate from here. So like that I can use the source SQL query here in source qualifier. um, and other things like user defined join, I can use this join property to join two tables I have from the same database. And in source filter I can also filter out like here, instead of manipulating this query, I can just, if I want to, like if I want employee ID here, so here I can give employee ID is equal to 101 also. So this will help me to filter out the data also. And the number of sorted, well, how many number of ports I want to sort, like it will go sequential order. Like if I give 2 here, then it will sort on these 2 column. If I give 3 here, then it will sort on this 3 column. If I go 4 there, then it will sort on the first 4 column. Like that it's gonna sort the data. If I go give 1 here, then it will sort on only first column, like that. Then tracing level, and there are 2 of this type of tracing level, so just don't focus on that. It is just the amount of session log you want, so don't focus on this. By default it is normal, keep as it is. Select distinct. If I check this property, so it will select only the distinct record from the source, only distinct record. It will not consider the duplicate records, only the distinct record from the source. In pre and post SQL, what this property do is, in pre SQL, suppose I want to if I want to drop any indexes or primary key in during the runtime, then during runtime, then I can write here query, SQL query to drop the primary key or indexes. And after that, once that run pipeline run, after running the pipeline, after the session run, then I can add them back by using post SQL query. So these are the basic query used for the source qualifier transformation. And one more thing, if here my source is here my source is a database. If my source is a flat file, let's say suppose my source is flat file, so in that case I cannot see any other properties, only the tracing level is enabled. So in the flat file source, I cannot use SQL query, the join, source filter, number of sorted put, any property that can be used, that is used in the if my source is database. Only in that case I can use these properties. So to join sources from flat file, we have transformation called as join or transformation. So we will see those later. Just here for your understanding that we cannot use those property in if our source is a flat file. Only in if our source is database, in that case we can use this properties. And there are ports, that ports is nothing but the column names, and we can see here our employee ID data type is number, and here it is this.